Hello students, welcome to class 10 physics class. In last class we discussed about some rules, how to draw the diagram or which rule we followed when we draw the ray diagrams in case of a convex lens or concave lens. In today's class we discuss the image formed by a concave lens and convex lens, same as the mirror. Okay. So let's start this today's topic. First, if we keep the object between optical center and the focus, then where the image is formed, you just recall the last diagram in case of a concave mirror. When the object is placed very close to the mirror or in between pole and focus, what happened? That is the exceptional case. In that condition, we get the virtual and real erect image. So in this case, when the object is placed between the optical center and the focus, the image will be formed same side of the object and it will be virtual, erect and magnified. That means its size is greater than the object. Let's see the diagram. This is the diagram. Here we use the convex lens. We keep the object in between focus and optical center. So the image is formed the same side of the object and this will be virtual, erect and magnified. Virtual, erect and magnified. Okay. So this is the nature of the image. This already also when we discuss in a mirror, we discuss that whenever you draw the diagram, you have to mention the nature, position of the image, size also. Second number. Now the object is placed in between, at focus. First, the object is placed in between optical center and the focus. Now we move the object little bit far away from the lens. That means at focus. And we know that rules are similar for lens and mirror also, just the diagrams are different. So if the object is at focus, where the image is formed? At infinity. Let's see the diagram. Image is formed at infinity and its nature is real, inverted and highly magnified than the object because it is formed at the infinity. We don't know where it will be formed, but it is formed at infinity. So it's whenever it form the image or these two refracted rays are coincide each other, the image will be formed and that image always highly magnified or enlarged image. We get the enlarged image of the object. Okay, this will be the nature, position and magnification. No, that means the size, not the magnification. Case number 3. Here just one thing is wrong. When the image, that is not image, that is object. Okay, just correct it when you write this in your copy. When the object is placed in between focus and twice of the focus. Twice of the focus we already discussed. In this case of a lens, twice of the focus is represent the center of curvature. Okay, so when the image is placed, when the object is placed in between focus and twice of the focus, where the image is formed? Image is formed beyond the 2f on the another side of the lens, because this side f dash to f dash, So the image is from the right hand side of the lens beyond the 2f, and the nature is real, inverted and magnified. Size is greater than the object. Okay. Next, this one, real, inverted, larger than the object and beyond 2f. So if you mention the left hand side focus will be f dash to f dash, then the right hand side will be f to f. Okay. So when the object is placed in between f dash and 2f dash, the image will form beyond the 2f. That means we already understand 2f means the right hand side. It will be real, inverted and larger than the object. Next, when the object is placed at 2f dash, at 2f dash, that means at center of curvature. So where the image is formed? Image is formed at the same position in the right side. So if the object is placed at 2f dash, the image is formed at 2f. 2f means right hand side. That is the third case of the mirror. If the object is situated at center of curvature, image also formed at the center of curvature, and only that condition the size also be same. And here also we get when the object is placed at 2f dash, so the image is formed 2f, it will be real, inverted and same size as that of the object. Clear? Okay. This is the nature, real, inverted, same size as that of an object. Fifth number. When the object is placed beyond the 2f dash, beyond 2f dash, where the image is formed? The side, right hand side, in between f and 2f. See the diagram? In between f and 2f, any point in between f, not at the middle, but in between f and 2f, any point the image will be formed. But with this case, the image will be shorter than the object. That means diminished. The size is smaller than the object. Real, inverted and diminished. When the object is placed beyond 2f dash, the image is formed in between f and 2f. That means the right hand side. This is the ray diagram for this case. So in between f and 2f, real, inverted, smaller than the object. 6 number case. When the object is placed at infinity, this is the last case. Now the object is placed at infinity. That means light rays becomes parallel after reaching the lens. So where the image is formed? Focus. So if the object is placed at focus, that means at f dash, the image is formed at infinity. So now if the object is at infinity, so where the image is formed? Image is formed at focus. Focus means at f, not f dash. So here this notation is careful about this notation. What you use, f dash and f. Both are the focus, but the different meaning. F dash left hand side, f right hand side. So when the object is at infinity, the image is formed at focus. It will be real, inverted and highly diminished, or we can say that point size. Highly diminished. In some books it will be you see that it will be like, looks like a point. The diagram like the point. In your NCERT books also, I think it will be looks like a point. So it is highly diminished. That means we consider as a point size. Okay. Highly diminished. The focus on the another side, real, inverted, highly diminished. Now the formation of images by concave lens. Concave lens is similar to the convex mirror, and we know that in a convex mirror always virtual and erect image is formed. So in case of a concave lens, we also get always virtual and erect image. and the diminished. Size also be smaller than the object. So there also be two cases. In case of a convex lens, we also get the two cases. So here also we get the two cases, case 1 and case 2. Case 1, when the object is placed anywhere in between the optical center and the infinity, where the image is formed in between optical center and focus. It will be virtual, erect and smaller than the object. And second case, when the object is placed at infinity, the image is formed by a concave concave lens will be at focus. Let's see the diagram for this. Is the first one. When the image is formed at optical center and the infinity, in case of a concave lens, we did not have not in both sides we get the f and 2f, but the diagram is different for the from the convex lens, because here we use a dotted line. We assume that from a certain point on the principal axis the light will be diverged. That's why the image is formed the same side of the object. So here AB is the object and A dash B dash will be the image of that object. So if we kept an object in between optical center and the infinity, the image is formed in between optical center and the focus. That's why we did not mention F, F dash. So anything you can write, either F dash or F. But in case of a convex lens, we have to use two focus, for F dash and F. But in this case, we use only any one focus. Okay, and this will be the second number. This will be the second number. You see that here no function, the f2 and 2f2 has no function. I will mention here the f1 and f2. So you can also mention f and f dash, anything you can mention it here. Now the object is at infinity, so where the image is formed at focus, and it will be point size. It is virtual, erect and very smaller than the object. So this will be the diagram for the second case of a concave lens. Okay. So this will be the table for convex lens. So from first 5 cases we get the real and inverted image. Only the last case we get only one case, that is the exceptional case when the object is placed very close to the lens, similar to the mirror also, concave mirror. We get the virtual, erect and enlarged object. Okay. Now we discuss the uses of concave lens and convex lens. Concave lens and convex lens. Okay. So first, a convex lens. Convex lens first and most simplest used as a magnifying glass. In everybody's house, I think it will be their magnifying glass to see the letters. When we read the newspaper, where sometimes in earlier days we use the magnifying glass to see the magnified letters, enlarged size of that letter. So it will be helps us to read the newspaper. Yeah, nowadays we use the spectacles having concave lens, convex lens, sometimes the combination also be there. So one of the most simplest use of convex lens is in a magnifying glass. As the light rays enters the convex lens of the magnifying glass, it becomes focused to a specific focal point in front of the center of lens. Once the magnifying glass is in the optimal distance means a normal distance. We know that the normal distance is 25 centimeter. The focal point will reach the object, therefore the maximum magnification of the object will be generated. So this one we can say that this magnifying glass works the first case of the convex lens. Ray diagram, first case where we get the virtual image. That means the object is placed in between optical center and the focus, very close to the lens. Okay. Now the second use is eyeglass. Nowadays also we use this spectacles. So but we use the eyeglasses, mainly for concave convex lens to prevent the farsightedness, that means the hypermetropia. And today in next chapter the human eyes also be there we also studied this hypermetropia, metropia in details. So a person who having the farsighted, or the patient, farsightedness or the hypermetropia means the object, that person cannot see the nearer object clearly. They will see the far away object clearly, but the not clear the nearer object. Did not see the not clear vision of the nearer object. That is called the hypermetropia. So convex lens is used to solve the problem of hypermetropia. In hypermetropia, what happened? Hypermetropia, the focus, the where image is, we know that inside our eye, the image is formed on the retina. Retina acts as a screen. But those having the hypermetropia, or those patients suffering with this disease, hypermetropia, in that cases, the image will form behind the retina. That means it will not focus when they see the nearer object. But when they see the far away object, it will clear. The vision is clear. But when they see the nearer object, it is hazy, because the image is formed behind the retina. So to adjust its focus of that refracted lights and to form the image at the retina, we use the convex lens, because convex lens is a converging lens. Okay. Next, we use convex lens in cameras. Convex lenses are used widely in cameras to not only focus an image but also to magnify it. Almost all lenses of cameras consist of a convex lens followed by a concave lens followed by a second convex lens. So three lenses are there. First convex lens, then followed by a concave lens, then followed by a second convex lens. And the magnification level of that image is controlled by the first lens, that means the convex lens, by moving away from or towards the object. So in cameras, we use the convex lens and concave lens also. So this application we can write in case of a concave lens also. Okay. So mainly convex lens is used in the camera for focusing the image and magnify it. Now used as in a microscope. Convex lens is used in a microscope. Microscope, what is the function of microscope? We can see the image of the object or the very small object as an enlarged image of the very small object. Those we cannot see in our naked eye. Bacteria, virus, that the image of that we can see use the microscope. So in microscope, convex lens is used to magnify the image of very small object. Generally, in simple microscope mostly consists of three lenses. The lens at the end of the simple microscope produces inverted and magnified image. Okay. Now the use of concave lens. These are the use of whatever we studied. These are the use of convex lens in cameras, in magnifying glass, in microscopes, eyeglasses. Now we discuss the use of concave lens. Use of concave lens, first used we use in telescope and binoculars. So first thing, what is the function of telescope? Why we use the telescope? We use the telescope to see the image of the infinity objects. That means the planets are very far away from us. To see the image of the planets, clear image of the far objects through the telescope or the binoculars, we use the concave lens. It is most preferred to this device as a convex lens helps us to see a blurry image. So concave lenses are used in telescopes and binoculars to magnify objects because it is a divergent lens. As convex lenses create blurs and distortion, telescope and binocular manufacturers install concave lenses before or in the eyepiece so that the person can focus more clearly. So a convex lens also used, but most the function is the concave lens. Next use is as eyeglass. Already we discussed in eyeglass. So here we use the convex lens to prevent the hypermetropia disease. So here those person having the myopia means the image is formed in front of the retina, not on the retina, in front of the retina. Myopia means the object can see nearer object clearly, but don't see the far away object clearly. That is called myopia. To see the clear image of the object and to form the image on the retina, we use the concave lens to prevent myopia, this problem. So mainly the eyes has two diseases. Many diseases are there, but mainly these two diseases, hypermetropia and metropia. Hypermetropia is cured by using convex lens, and myopia is cured by use the concave lens. Next is in laser. Concave lens is used in a laser. Laser means nowadays we use different type of scanners, medical equipments. In medical equipments also laser also be present. CD, DVD players use laser beams. We use the laser. The red color, you see that the red color or green color light, these are the laser. As laser beams are highly focused, they are depressed so that the equipment works in a proper manner. Small convex lenses are used which widen the laser beam to sharply access the specific area. That means in case of a laser, we use a concave lens, a very small concave lens, and this concave lens, it has a wider field of view, so it used to widen the laser beam, which occupying more area and makes the laser beam produce equipment work properly. Okay. Next, cameras. Already we discussed the three types of lenses are there. So here also the magnification of the image in the form is done by the adding multiple lenses one after another, like a convex lens followed by a concave lens, again followed by a convex lens. By combining a concave lens with a convex lens, the undesirable effects are eliminated. That means the noise, the distortion will be eliminated. Next, use in flashlight. Concave lenses are also used in flashlight in order to magnify the light produced by the source. The light rays fall on the hollowed side of the lens and the light rays diverge on the other side. This increases the radius of the light sources and thus provide a wider beam and magnified. And last use of this concave lens, that is peepholes. Nowadays in our house, when we just use that bell, calling bell, suppose your friend is come in your home and she or he will ring that calling bell. So first, nowadays we first see who is there outside the door. So we use a peephole camera or peepholes of that door views. or we can say the door viewers, security devices that gives us the panoramic view if the object outside the walls or the doors. So in this case, the concave lens used because it has a wider field of view and it is minimize the object, so we can see the, if suppose two or more persons are stand over there, so we can see them because it creates a it minimize the size of the object, so we can or it can minimize the proportion of the object and gives us a wider view of the object or that area. So in peepholes or the door viewers, we use the concave lens. Now already, so we discussed the most of the things, that is concave lens, convex lens, the ray diagrams. So now if we talks about, or if any questions is there, what is the difference between convex lens and the concave lens? So many difference already we know. Convex lens, converging lens, concave lens, diverging lens. Image is formed in the concave lens, convex lens is real and inverted most of the time, but sometimes but that means in one case we get the virtual image also, but in case of a concave lens we get only the virtual, erect and magnified object. I'm sorry, not magnified, smaller object in case of a concave lens. Structure also be different. In case of a convex lens, thick in middle, at the middle, and the thin at the edges. Just opposite in case of a concave lens, thin in the middle, at the middle, and the thick at the edges. Convex lens is used to cure the or prevent the patient who having the long sightedness, that means short sightedness or the hypermetropia. And the concave lens is used to correct the short sightedness or the myopia. So these are the many, there are so many differences are there. So ray diagram difference also be there. So we get this will be the difference between the convex lens and the concave lens. So in next class we discuss about the lens formula, sign convention, most important. We already studied the sign convention in mirror. Same here also, just in terms of lens. Lens formula, mirror formula we already studied. Now the lens formula, magnification and some numericals. Then this chapter will be completed. Not completed, some also refraction, some application of refraction also be there. Okay, mirage, total internal reflection, critical angle, very important terms are left, and these are very interesting topic. Believe me, that topics are very much interesting topic. So today's class is all about the image formed by a convex lens and a concave lens, the nature, size, position, then the application of concave and convex lens, and this is the difference between them. Okay, so if you have any problem, please write down in a comment box. Okay, have a nice day. Tata.